Grid resilience is the power grid's ability to keep working even when facing big challenges. It's about how well our electricity system can handle unexpected events like powerful storms, equipment failures, or even cyber attacks without letting us down. When disaster strikes, a resilient grid doesn't just survive, it adapts and recovers, making sure our lives aren't put on hold. Think of the grid as a vast interconnected network of wires, transformers, and stations that work together to bring electricity from power plants all the way to your home. It's like the circulatory system of a city, delivering energy to every building, streetlight, and device you use. During a storm, especially a hurricane, this network faces a tough test. High winds, flooding, and flying debris can damage power lines and substations. Grid resilience means the system can take a hit, adapt to the damage, and bounce back quickly, restoring power as soon as possible. Why does this matter? Electricity powers almost everything in our lives, from the smallest gadgets to the most critical services. It keeps our homes comfortable, our businesses running, and our communities connected. We need lights to see, phones to communicate, hospitals to care for the sick, and even our refrigerators to keep food safe. Without electricity, daily life can quickly become difficult and even dangerous. If the power grid is weak, a big storm can cause long blackouts. That means days or even weeks without electricity for entire neighborhoods or cities. This can disrupt everything from healthcare to food storage, and make recovery from disasters much harder. Building a resilient grid is like making sure a bridge can survive an earthquake. It's about reinforcing the system so it stays strong during trouble, and making sure it can recover quickly if damaged. This involves using stronger materials, smarter designs, and advanced technology to predict and respond to problems. Resilient grids are designed to keep the lights on, or get them back on fast, no matter what. They use sensors, backup systems, and rapid response teams to minimize downtime and keep communities safe and connected. In the next sections, we'll see how hurricanes threaten the grid and how smart technology helps us keep the power flowing when we need it most. Understanding grid resilience is the first step to building a safer, more reliable future for everyone. Hurricanes are powerful storms with strong winds and heavy rain. They come from the ocean and can cover hundreds of miles as they move inland. When a hurricane hits, it brings a lot of problems for the power grid. The wind can knock over trees and power poles. Rain can flood power stations and underground wires. Flying debris can crash into transformers and lines. All of these things can break parts of the grid and stop electricity from reaching homes and businesses. Power companies know hurricanes are dangerous. They try to prepare by trimming trees and checking equipment. But sometimes, even with preparation, storms are too strong and damage happens anyway. The relationship between hurricanes and the power grid is always challenging. Every storm is a new test. That's why we need new ways to keep the grid strong, even when nature is at its worst. A blackout is when electricity stops flowing. Suddenly lights go out, appliances stop working, and entire neighborhoods are plunged into darkness. It's a dramatic reminder of how much we rely on a steady supply of power in our daily lives. During a hurricane, blackouts can happen quickly and last a long time. The combination of fierce winds, heavy rain, and flying debris makes hurricanes especially dangerous for the power grid. Sometimes the power can be out for hours, days, or even weeks, depending on the severity of the storm and the damage caused. But what exactly causes these blackouts? Let's look at the chain reaction that hurricanes set off, disrupting the flow of electricity from power plants all the way to your home. First, strong winds can blow over trees. These trees might fall on power lines, snapping them or bringing them down. Even large branches can be enough to break a line or cause a dangerous short circuit. When this happens, the flow of electricity is interrupted instantly. A fallen line means electricity cannot travel down that path. If enough lines break, whole neighborhoods can go dark. Sometimes the damage is so widespread that entire cities or regions lose power, leaving thousands or even millions of people without electricity. Next, heavy rain can flood substations. These are important places where electricity is managed and sent out to local areas. Substations are full of sensitive equipment that can be ruined by water, making them especially vulnerable during hurricanes. If a substation floods, it has to be shut down for safety. No power gets through until it's safe to turn the substation back on. This can take hours or even days, depending on how much water needs to be cleared and how much equipment needs repair or replacement. Flying debris can hit transformers, causing them to explode or fail. Transformers are crucial for changing electricity to the right voltage for homes and businesses, so when they're damaged, large areas can lose power instantly. When one part of the system is damaged, power often has to be shut off to prevent fires or further problems. This safety step can mean even more homes lose power. Sometimes utility companies turn off power preemptively to protect people and equipment from even greater harm. Blackouts cause big problems. People can't use their fridges, charge phones, or keep medical equipment running. Businesses may have to close, and hospitals must rely on backup generators to keep critical systems working. Everyday life is disrupted in countless ways. That's why finding ways to stop blackouts, or shorten them, is so important. Engineers and utility workers are always looking for new technologies and strategies to make the power grid stronger and more resilient, so that when the next hurricane hits, the lights can come back on faster than ever before. Smart technology is changing how we handle electricity. In the past, people had to drive around and look for broken wires after a storm. Today, smart tech helps us find and fix problems much faster. Smart tech means using computers, sensors, and automated controls in the power grid. These tools can see, think, and act quickly. Instead of waiting for someone to notice a blackout, smart tech can spot trouble right away. With these tools, power companies can respond faster. They know where the problem is and can sometimes fix it automatically without sending a worker. This saves time and helps bring the power back sooner after a storm. Smart tech is like giving the power grid a brain and a set of eyes. It can watch for problems 24/7 and react in seconds, which is a big step up from the old days. Sensors are these tiny but powerful devices that act like the eyes and ears of the power grid. They're installed all over, on power lines, transformers, and even inside substations, constantly watching and listening to what's happening in real time. These sensors measure all sorts of important things, like voltage, temperature, and even the tiniest vibrations in the wires. By keeping track of these details, they help make sure electricity is flowing smoothly and safely across the entire grid. If something changes suddenly, like a spike in temperature or a drop in voltage, these sensors can send an alert to the control center in just seconds. This rapid response is crucial for preventing bigger problems. For example, if a tree falls on a power line during a hurricane, the sensors immediately notice the sudden voltage drop. They don't just detect the problem, they pinpoint exactly where it happened, even in the middle of a storm. The sensors send a message straight to the control center, so operators know about the issue right away, often before anyone else even realizes there's a problem. With this instant information, utility workers know exactly where to go and what to fix, saving valuable time and getting the lights back on faster for everyone. But sensors don't just react to emergencies. They can also spot trouble before it leads to a blackout. By analyzing patterns and trends, they help predict where problems might happen next. For instance, if a wire is starting to overheat or a transformer is vibrating more than usual, sensors pick up on these warning signs. This early detection means repairs can be made before anything fails. This gives power companies a valuable head start, allowing them to fix issues before they turn into major outages or costly repairs. Thanks to sensors, we no longer have to wait for customers to call in and report outages. The grid itself can detect and report problems automatically, making the whole process much faster and more efficient. In a way, the grid can now talk to itself and to the people running it. This smart communication makes our power system safer, more reliable, and better prepared for whatever comes its way. Automation means that machines can make decisions without waiting for a person. In the power grid, automation can open or close switches to redirect electricity after a problem. This is honestly very useful during a hurricane. Let's say a tree knocks down a power line. In the past, the whole area might lose power until a crew arrived. Now, automated switches can sense the problem and close off only the damaged part, keeping the rest of the neighborhood powered. Automation also helps with rerouting electricity. If one path is blocked, automated controls can send power along another route. This keeps as many lights on as possible, even while repairs are happening elsewhere. With automation, the grid can act quickly and smartly. It's kind of like having a team of helpers who never sleep, always working to keep the power flowing. Smart meters are special devices that measure how much electricity a home or business uses, but they do more than just count. They can talk to power companies in real time. If your power goes out, your smart meter sends a signal right away. This tells the company exactly which homes are affected. In the past, someone had to call and report the outage, which could take longer. Smart meters also help after a storm. When power comes back, they tell the company right away. This helps crews know what's working and what still needs fixing. Smart meters can even help you spot ways to save energy, which is good for your wallet and the planet. With smart meters, homes and businesses are part of the team, helping keep the grid strong and responsive during hurricanes. Let's look at a real example. In 2017, Hurricane Irma hit Florida hard. Millions lost power. But thanks to smart tech, some places got their lights back much sooner. Florida Power and Light used sensors and automation to quickly find and fix many problems. In another case, after Hurricane Sandy in 2012, New York used smart meters and sensors to restore power to hospitals and key services faster. The grid could see where the worst damage was and send crews right to the spot. In Texas, during Hurricane Harvey, smart switches helped keep power flowing to emergency shelters, even when other areas were flooded. These tools made a tough job a bit easier and safer for everyone. Smart tech doesn't stop hurricanes, but it helps us bounce back faster. The stories show that investing in these tools makes a real difference when disaster strikes. Grid resilience is not just for scientists or engineers, it matters to everyone. When the power grid is strong, people stay safe and comfortable, even during big storms. Hospitals can keep running, food stays fresh, and life can go on. Building a resilient grid helps communities recover faster after disasters. It means less time in the dark and less stress for families. It also saves money by reducing damage and repair costs. Smart technology is a big part of this. Tools like sensors, automation, and smart meters make the grid smarter and stronger. They help us prepare for the next hurricane and keep improving how we handle trouble. In the end, grid resilience is about working together. With smart tech and good planning, we can keep the lights on even when the weather gets rough. That's good news for everyone.